So I asked you to bring your reading journals. What I want you to do is I want you to glue this one inside your reading journal. Yes. Glue sticks. I have pencils for you. One pencil each. And then a glue stick each. So go ahead and glue right here. You're going to put it on this page because this is how you find the main idea for nonfiction. But you're going to put it right next to the one. That way, that's going to be the one where you find main idea for fiction.
I don't have
Okay.
that one.
It's probably when you were absent, Buffy. So last week, yes, what we did with our groups was I taught you a strategy on how to find the main idea for nonfiction text, right? And nonfiction text, we said that they were real or not real? Real. They're nonfiction texts are texts about real objects, real people. We can prove it. We can go and look them up and we can find evidence about them. So this week I want to teach you a strategy that you can use to find the main idea for fiction text. Now, is fiction real or not real?
Not real.
Not real, right? Their stories are made up, they're fake, they're there to entertain you, okay? So the strategy that I want to teach you today is SWBST. Somebody wanted, but so then. In your test, when you see questions like, what is the article mostly about? What is this story mostly about? What is this passage mostly about? What is this selection mostly about? They all mean the same thing. They want to know what the main idea is. So what does the S stand for?
Somebody.
Somebody. Somebody is who is the main character in the story, okay? What does the W stand for?
Wanted.
Wanted. What is it that the main character want? What did he want to do? What was his goal? What does the letter B stand for? But. What was the problem? Why couldn't the main character do what he wanted to do? What was stopping him? What does the S stand for? So that means, what did the main character do to try to solve the problem? So what is the solution? And then the T stands for then. How did the story end? Okay? So now that we've gone over what this strategy is, I want you to close your journals. You're going to give them to me so that they're not in your way, because I know we barely have a little bit of space. And I'm going to pass out another paper. In this paper, yes, what you're going to do is that you're going to write your name and the date. And you can see right here, your name, the date is up here if you need it, and your name goes on the top, and then the title, fiction main idea, because that's what we're going to be working with here on. Yes, on the very line. So I'm going to do it with you. I'm going to write my name. I'm going to write my date. I can just look at the board. And then I'm going to write my title. And today we're going to talk about fiction main idea. Alrighty, so what we're gonna do is that we're gonna read 4 different stories, okay? The first one, I'm gonna model it, meaning that I'm the one that's gonna do it. Your job is to focus and to listen to what Ms. Evolia is doing in terms of using this strategy, okay? The guided, we're gonna do it together. And then the independent and the exit, you're gonna do it on your own, okay? And that's for me to check for understanding, if you're understanding the strategy, if you know how to use it, and things like that. And then I will help you as we go along. So let's go ahead and start with the very first story, which is called A New Puppy, okay? You're gonna read 2 sentences each. So we're gonna start with Nathanael. 2 periods. Yeah, a sentence is a capital letter, ends with
Right
punctuation.
here on
So
O.
it's a period. So you're gonna read 2 sentences. Ready?
Sophia loved animals, especially dogs. One sunny Saturday, she went to the pet store with her parents.
Thank you. So who are we talking already? Who is our somebody?
Sophia.
Sophie.
Sophia.
It has S-O-P-H-I-E, so it's Sophie. If it had an A, it would be Sophia.
Yeah.
So it is Sophie. So who's our somebody? Who's our main character?
So,
Sophie. So go ahead and write
What's mine different?
Sophie. What does Sophie love?
animals, especially
Animals,
dogs.
right? Especially dogs. Where did she told her parents to take her? Where does she want to go?
Pet store.
To the pet store, right?
With her parents.
I wonder why she wants to go to the pet store.
Maybe by her dog.
Maybe buy her a dog. We'll see. Ready? Go ahead and start reading.
Sophia wanted to get a puppy on her own. When she got there, her eyes sparkled at all the cute puppy wagging their tail.
Thank you. Go ahead, Madeline. Sophie.
Sophie asked to adopt a puppy, but the store manager said she needed a fancy yard.
Fenced yard. Sadly,
Her family lived in an apartment without a yard.
so what does Sophia want? What does Sophie want?
A dog.
A dog. Does she want to buy a dog? Does she want to steal a dog? Or does she
A dog.
adopt a dog, right? So she wants to adopt a dog. Oh, we're done with the glue sticks. I can pick them up. That way they're not bothering you. To adopt a dog. That's what she wants. But what was the problem?
She needed
She's in
a yard in her apartment.
She needed a Madeline?
Fence yard.
A fence yard. Good job. Remember, she went to the pet store because she wanted to adopt a puppy, but the pet manager said, wait a minute. You need a fenced yard. She needed a fenced yard. Sophie felt sad, but she didn't give up. She asked her parents if they could take her to a nearby shelter. Where is she telling them to take her now?
A nearby shelter.
A shelter, right? Not a pet store anymore, but a dog shelter. Okay? Go ahead, Nathanael.
Many dogs were looking for a home at the shelter, and they didn't need a yard. Sophie found a fluffy little puppy named Max.
Good job. So she's at the dog shelter. Do those dogs, in order for you to adopt them, do you need to have a fence yard?
No.
No, right?
They need adoption.
Yes, and you can adopt them, right, without needing a yard, fence yard. Go ahead, Eduardo.
Her parents agreed to adopt her, and Sophia was so
Sophie.
happy. Sophie was so happy. She took Max on, and they became best friends, playing together every day.
Okay, so how was the problem fixed?
That they took them to the shelter,
Good
and they
job.
didn't have to have a yard.
So she asked her parents to take her to a pet shelter. And Nathanael is correct. At the pet shelter, they didn't require for families or for people that wanted to adopt a pet to have a fence yard. The rules were different than from the pet store. Okay. So how did the story end?
Because she
Then she
got
got
a
a dog.
She got a dog, right? So she adopted a puppy. What was his name? Do you remember?
Max.
Max. So she adopted a puppy named Max. Now I'm gonna put a capital letter on my M because that is the name of the dog. Is that a common noun or a proper noun? Proper noun. Good job, Madeline. Good job, Nathanael.
Max.
Good job. All right, so my S stands for
Somebody.
somebody. So who is my main character?
I'm Sophie.
Sophie, right? What did Sophie want?
To adopt a dog.
But what was the problem?
That she couldn't, she didn't have a
Fence yard.
She needed a what?
fence.
A fence yard. Remember, we cannot add extra details that are not in the story. So how was that problem fixed?
She asked her parents to take her to a pet shelter.
Then, well, how did the story end?
She adopted a puppy named Max.
Good job.
Wait, what is it?
And they became best friends, playing together every day.
Now found a
fluffy little puppy named Max. All right, make sure you're sitting on your bottom, so stop moving on the stool. Here we go. The next story we're gonna read is called Troubled Times. What is it called?
Troubled times.
I'm gonna start us off, and then I want you to start thinking about somebody wanted, but so then. Who's the main character? What do they want? What is the problem? Why they can't get what they want? How are they fixing the problem? What's the solution? And then how does the story end? Okay? Scarlet the dragon needed help with her egg. Her egg was in danger and she couldn't fly because her wing was hurt. So, do we already have our somebody?
Yes.
Who is it?
Scarlet.
Scarlet. Okay. Now tell me a little bit about Scarlet. What is she?
A dragon.
A dragon. And what's wrong with her?
That her wings are not.
It's hurt and she cannot fly.
Okay, her wing is hurt, it's broken, it's injured, so she can't fly. And what is it that she's trying to do? What is it that she wants to do? Lay an egg? She already has an egg.
Oh, her egg was in danger.
So if her egg is in danger, she's trying to what? Hurt it, protect it, throw it. What is she trying to do?
Protect it.
Protect it, right? She wants to keep it what?
Warm.
Safe or hurt?
Safe.
Safe, right? So what do you think Scarlet wants?
So for her egg to be protected.
For her egg to be protected, right? So Scarlet wants to
Her egg
To protect her egg.
protect her egg. Good job. Okay. After laying the egg on the beach, Scarlett fell asleep for a few minutes. Remember, her wing is injured. She wants to take care of her egg, and she's laying on the beach and she fell asleep.
For
Okay,
a few minutes.
just for a few minutes. Let's see what's gonna happen because she fell asleep. Go ahead and read, Nathanael.
When Scarlett woke up, she searched for her egg. She spotted a fish floating away in the ocean.
So remember, what did Scarlett want?
That's it.
Now what happened? What's the problem now?
The egg is in the ocean and it's flowing away.
The egg, what?
It's floating.
It's floating away, right? So the problem is that her egg floated where? Into the ocean. Good job. Her egg floated into the ocean. Okay. Go ahead and start reading, Eduardo. Scarlett.
Scarlett felt scared and breathed fire into the sky, hoping that someone would see her. Suddenly, she noticed a small fishing boat coming towards her.
Okay, so the problem is that her egg floated into the ocean and she can't fly because she has what?
Her wing.
Her wing is injured, right? So what is she doing now? How is she trying to fix that?
Blowing her fire
Into
and
the sky.
diving someone
So
with.
Okay,
so if someone could see her.
so someone could see her, right? So she breathed fire into the sky to get someone to help. I'm gonna put to help her, to get someone to help her. Okay.
Oh, wait, was the egg big?
I mean, it's a dragon. I would think it's kind of a big egg. For sure bigger than a chicken egg. You ready, Madeline? Suddenly?
Suddenly she noticed a small
Fishing?
Very
boat coming towards her.
Two men.
Carried the egg to her and placed it on the side.
Go ahead and finish the paragraph. Scarlett.
Scarlett was so happy she gave the net to going for their home.
Okay, so how did the story end?
Two men helped her to get her egg in the ocean.
Good job, Eduardo.
It was flowing in the ocean and they were both sleep.
Good job.
And
So two men brought her what?
egg.
The egg. Alisa, get to work. Andrea.
What do you mean?
Then
Okay, so let's review. Our S stands for what?
someone.
Someone.
Someone. So who's our character?
Scarlet
Scarlet.
Scarlet.
What did Scarlet want?
to protect her
To
egg.
But what was the problem?
Her egg floated into the ocean.
So what did she do to fix
She
it?
She
Fire
fired
into
into
the
the sky to get someone to help
her.
her.
Then how did the story end?
Two men bought her the egg.
Good job. Okay, go ahead and flip your paper.